Acknowledge me.
Mike, I can't get enough of this Shula Fala thing. On paper, is it incredibly dumb? It's a like sophomoric angle for the biggest star in your company, Roman Reigns. But the Shula Fala in the tribal thief is just incredible. I love it. It's so dumb on paper.
I agree. I love everything about it, but I am afraid that once this, like, it's such an interesting, fun thing that they're doing right now with him, like the acknowledge me, all that stuff, just mocking Roman Reigns, taking his shoes, that when it's over, like, you just took away Bronson Reed's big, like, this can't last forever.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting
That's what worries me about it.
Because he's the third guy in the group, right? And
yeah,
it's not a bad spot for Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed 2021 was released because Vince thought he was too fat after one match. He had one match that Vince said he's too fat and released him.
That's crazy because he is an athletic beast.
Yeah, Triple H did him really good with him in NXT. He did extremely well. Came to the main roster, one match, he's out. Vince was off his rocker. He did the same with Cross. He was probably right about Cross, but we will go down there. I'm just triggering you. I'm just triggering you. But
I see what you're doing.
I did that on purpose. But it's also true. He did it with Cross as well. But anyways, I think Bronson Reed is totally out kicking his coverage. A Roman Reigns singles match is nothing to sneeze at. This will go a long way with him. And he's probably most likely going to lose, but he still finds himself having a Roman Reigns match when about 5 to 10% of this roster currently have had a Roman Reigns singles match on a PLE. So he's still in very good company.
I'm excited to see what he does in the ring. And I tell you, his little promo he did the other night on Raw, when you really got to see him, I mean, he was on point, on cue, his voice, just his little quips. I enjoyed him. I said, I think I text you, go, wow, Bronson Reed can speak.
Yeah, he has a unique
didn't look
charisma.
Forced,
you
know? So
yeah, he has his charisma is like very direct. It's not like magnetic, but when he speaks to you directly, it comes out. Right. So it's not like he's Roman Reigns where he can walk in an arena and everyone throws their arms up and everyone's in awe and he's an aura machine. He's menacing. And when he's menacing and he portrays or projects, he's he really sinks you in, and he showed that.
Yeah,
but with him, especially with the mic, less seems to be more for now. Less is more for now.
But I was impressed because when they gave him that mic, I mean, everything was scripted, right? There was nothing off the cuff, and it still came through natural. Yeah. Right? Like it didn't seem that he was trying to memorize and force his lines and time it with Roman. Like everything seemed to flow.
Cadence was good. His cadence was good. Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. I go, all right, because there's not a lot of guys that could do that. I know you love his partner.
I love Breaker. I love Breaker.
But sometimes when he's got that microphone, it's like, okay.
He goes too fast. He goes too fast.
Yeah.
So I do love Breaker, but we're not going to go down there. We're not going to go down that lane. We're going to do Bronson Reed justice, and we are. What do you think looks like you're casual or you're just turning on Netflix to check out Monday Night Raw? You see Paul Heyman with Bronson Reed, or you see Paul Heyman with Braun Breaker? Which kind of fits a little bit more, would you say?
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with you.
And I think that's where he's going to end up.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going to end up Bronson Reed's guy because Breaker's going to outgrow this. So
yeah. I think it's going to be kind of sooner rather than later, but I don't really want to go down there. But let's give Reed. I want to sink my teeth into something Reed said when he said, "I'm Samoan," and Roman's like, "You're Samoan? Hold on, why did no one tell me he was Samoan? I'm your leader."
That was good. Yeah.
That was really good. But what he said was he related to the tattoos that he has on his body, saying that his tribe was too wild for the islands, so they got shipped to Australia. I love that characteristics to kind of highlight who he is, right? Because he is Samoan, but you don't really think he's Samoan.
No, and I love the line. He's like, "Oh, those tattoos are all bought." He goes, "This one's earned," and I'm like, "Oh, that was nice."
So, not a tattoo guy. You're a tattoo guy. I'm gonna lean on you for that one. So what does that mean? Like he earned it by being a tribe, or what?
That's basically what he was saying. He's like, you came here to Hollywood and everywhere else, and you went to tattoo shops like The Rock and got his tattoos, done at a local tattoo shop where, I got mine with my tribe.
So he's calling him a fake Samoan in a way,
Yeah,
pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. I like it's that layer. It's the layer
Yeah.
on layer. I started this with like the Shula Fala. Again, I think you would agree. It's kind of corny, the premise of it.
Yeah.
Right?
But
But they went to
it's working
depths.
right now.
Yeah, that's a great introduction to this feud, right? And now they have the layers of the depths. Like, I'm Samoan. My tribe is crazy. They got thrown off all the islands. We had to go to Australia, right? So that
Yep.
makes me think Perth is in Australia. Are they building to another match?
Well, I got to see how this match pans out. I got to see Bronson in a true singles PLA match like this before I want to see another one. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
just
because you would think this is a one and done on paper,
right,
right?
right. But they could build off this. Like, they could really build off these two guys.
Yeah, they could. I always thought that it was a stepping stone for my guy Breaker. Who? But I have to bark when I say his name. But but there's like more juice here in a way because with Breaker, it's like college football player versus college football player, spear versus spear, the now guy versus the future, right? So there's like layers there, but this is like Samoan layers and layers that you didn't really understand in the depths. And like you said, I'll give you credit, and I somewhat agree. I didn't expect Bronson Reed to be a better mic guy than Braun Breaker, who's shaky. They don't get me wrong. They give Breaker probably more to do than Reed, but
Yeah,
Reed maximized his minutes.
100%. I was just saying, they kept it small and he killed it. We'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, Sunday is going to be a huge stepping stone for him either way. I think there's more at stake here in this match for Bronson than there is at Roman. I mean, really, at the end of the day, if Roman loses this match, it does nothing to Roman. But look at how
I'd be
much it
shocked.
elevates Bronson.
I'd be
But I'm
shocked.
right. If
Yeah.
Bronson loses this, you get a little bit more. Roman, win or loss, this doesn't affect anything with Roman, right?
No, he's like he loses. It's shocking, but he's Roman Reigns. He's fine.
And it starts to build even a bigger story with these two. I
Yeah,
think.
then there starts to be a fraction with Breaker and Reed now. Like, I'm the number 2 guy. I beat Roman Reigns. Right?
Yeah.
You're
Right.
losing to LA Knight and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's I'd go 20%, 15% chance that Bronson Reed could win.
Right.
Right?
I'll be honest with you. I want Bronson Reed to win this match. Is it going to happen? Like you just said, very slim chances. But I'm going to be rooting for Bronson, and I love Roman. He's the bad guy, the villain. I always stupidly root for these guys.
Yeah, because you're more of a shoe guy instead of an Alafala guy. That's what
Yeah,
it
but I'll
is.
tell you, but being a shoe guy, he only takes the crappy shoes. I knew he wasn't pulling those shoes off him the other night in the ring. I'm like, no. These are two nicest shoes. If he's wearing some mids or some spikes or something like that, yeah, all right, he's taking them. But when it starts to come to actually good shoes with some resale value, they're not coming off Roman's feet.
Mike, I got a confession to make. I don't buy my shoes. The school gives them to me. I'm a New Balance guy. I'm a New Balance guy because they sponsor our football team. I know nothing about shoes. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to lean on you for that one. I lean on you
But
for the tattoos and the shoes.
I could always tell when he come out to the ring. I tell my son, I go, he's not losing those shoes tonight. Watch, those aren't coming off his feet.
See, I don't even look at his feet. I don't know.
That's the thing. I'm always looking at his feet. Those guys right there between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, their shoe game is on point every night. Those are the shoe guys.
No shit. Bronson Reed, huh? No crap. That's cool.
Yep.
Go figure. So, speaking of shoes and Roman Reigns, is his bloodline Jordans out yet or no?
No.
Okay. Is that like a custom order thing, a limited edition, or are those going to like hit Foot Locker?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. To be honest with you, I have no idea.
As a shoe guy, are they ugly? Have you seen them?
I haven't even seen them. I've heard them talking about it. I know a while ago he was on a couple sneaker shows and stuff like that, but I really haven't heard any buzz or anything
Oh,
about
you
them.
haven't seen a picture of them?
No.
They're red and black. They look like Jordan's red and black. I'll send you. I think I have a picture saved.
The one I saw, he was wearing. They're called like the Breads, the Bread Jordan 1 highs.
You're exposing me here, bro. You're exposing me.
That's all right. You know,
I'm gonna
people
stay in my
watch this,
lane.
half of them are gonna be like, I know what you're talking about. The other half are gonna be like, go back to wrestling. Go
Yeah,
back
they'd
to
be like,
fucking
all right,
wrestling.
so that chin lock got to be extra tight, right? So that no, but I explore. My kids love shoes, right? So now it's just again, I get free shoes, so I guess I can buy them an extra pair a year. So there we go.
Yeah, there you go. All set.
Officially a I'm a New Balance guy who's on the rise, right? So
Yeah.
my feet are
Hey, New
comfortable.
Balance isn't the dad shoe that it used to be. They're a good
No,
shoe. You know?
I'll let the cat out of the bag. This is an exclusive, Mike. Coming this football season, New Balance signed Josh Allen. They're going to announce it. So
Oh.
you heard it here first on the No So podcast. Shoe, what a shoe! I didn't expect this to be a shoe podcast.
New Balance has got a nice lineup of athletes. They're secretly, they're quietly really blowing up in the game. So they're taking over right now. They have so much stuff out there. It is great. It's no longer the dad shoe that it used to be. I have a huge collection over there of New Balance.
No, so the guy, the president, the owner, whatever, obviously a local guy. He went to my high school, so he donated a shitload of money for our new sports facility, and it's the New Balance building. So
nice.
Hence
Very
why
nice.
we got New Balance gear everywhere on the shoes, pants. I'm getting everything.
Yeah, nice. Now you can rock it with confidence, and people aren't going to look at you like the old dad guy. I mean, they might still, but you know, at least they're decent shoes now.
I just don't need Dalton jacking him off me, right? He's going to jump me and jack. I don't need him. I don't need that smoke in Springfield if I go. So I don't need that.
He'll be looking. He likes his New Balance.
Nice. All right. So I'm not ruling out that we get an Australian match because the way, if you listen to their words, the tribe, Australia, Perth coming up as the next PLE after WrestlePalooza. I don't think Roman's going to be on WrestlePalooza, right? No. But I think there's a chance he's going to be on Perth, and I'm not ruling it out. I think there's a good possibility that we get a rematch there. And if for us to get a rematch, it kind of makes me think Reed has like a stronger chance than we initially thought.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the ring. I want to see him. I'm excited for this match because I really want to see how Bronson matches up in a full match, one-on-one. At least a good portion of it's going to be no sideshow. They're going to be going at it, and you're really going to get to see what he's made of. You know, I know you got glimpses of it before with all the Seth Rollins stuff and the little bit of things when he was in the Bloodline, but he was a small piece. This is, like you said, this is a main event of these. It might not be the main event. What I'm saying is just it's a huge match for him, and you're going to get to see what this guy is capable of move-wise in the ring and how they play off each other. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, and from like a standpoint of like a structure within the superstars, there's layers to this, bro. I'm curious what Roman Reigns actually gives them in the match, right? Like, he ain't on the Punk, the Rollins, the Reigns, the Lesnar, the Cena level. He's probably on 2 levels lower. So I'm curious what he actually goes out and gives Reed in this match. And I think he's a giving guy, obviously, right? So I'm curious of that too. I'm still going to pick Roman because it's the smart pick to go. And, you know, my percentage for Reed keep going up, but I don't think I'm going to talk myself into it. I just logically don't. I don't.
Logically can't. Just hopeful. I would like to see him win. I think that adds a little bit more juice. It's going to elevate him a little bit. Going to cause some problems down the line in the vision. You know. Yeah.
So I'm a guy that bought a lot of wrestling cards in 2021. So I have a lot of Bronson Reed rookie cards. So I hope that he pans out. so they become $3 to $4 cards overnight.
I was about to say you're really gonna get to maximize your return on those pretty soon, hopefully. So
I think I have an auto out of 10, but I haven't looked at them in years. So
how long do you think this match is gonna go for?
12 minutes.
Yeah. Man, I was thinking
if it was
15.
like
12 to 15. I think it's got to go there, especially now since they've added 2 more matches.
Yeah, well, there's only 5 matches, so it's well. Here's the thing: Roman Reigns is a historically good seller, right? He paces his matches extremely well, and that kind of goes to me is like, what is he going to give Bronson Reed? So if he's going to give Bronson Reed a lot, that means a lot of selling, which means a lot of Roman Reigns stalling, downtime, and quick cut-off comebacks, and Roman's kind of playing uphill all night. That's how I figure this match goes. And then reversal, spear, kick out, and then we kind of get to it, and Roman's kind of on top, right? So I could see this. See, the thing is, I feel like a stipulation would help this match, but it doesn't really warrant it yet. I can see the match in my head. I can see the flow in my head, but I don't really see, I don't see it yet, right? So that's why I'm like less than 15, probably more than 10. That's why I said 12.
And you really see any? I don't see with everything going on that night how much interference these other guys can play, right?
Yeah, and then do these guys factor into the Seth match, right? If I assume this is going to be before it, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very curious, and I got to stop calling this one night in Paris. I've said it several times, and I'm like, this is not one night in Paris.
Isn't that the Paris Hilton porn?
Yeah, that's the Paris Hilton porn. I keep doing it. I keep going.
I hope
Night
that
in
helps.
Paris is on this Sunday. I'm like, no, it's Clash in Paris.
I hope that helps the algorithm because it might be mixed up in mine. So we'll see if it helps. All right, we fucked around enough, Mike. Probably Wrong Podcast every Wednesday afternoon on Facebook and the replay short after on YouTube. So.
We're everywhere you can be found.
Awesome. All right, Mike.
Type in Probably Wrong. We're there. You'll enjoy it.
With an X though. So.
Yes, that's right. That's why it's right there. See the little X in there.
I see. Don't touch too much. The setup was hard, so don't touch too much. Thanks, Mike.
Right. But all of you people out there still don't believe that you can be bought. But as time goes on, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm also going to prove to you that I am the most talented, the most gifted athlete